We're going on an adventure, and I'm so excited. We are here today on the shores of Lake Superior. Hi, Madie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're just going on a journey into the forest to knit, talk about life, and catch you up on my thoughts. My favorite spot is typically a little bit that way, but there's so much snow and it's so deep and so wet and heavy that I might just chill on the beach. There's a lake right here. It's frozen, kinda right on the beach. It's giant. We're gonna just start setting up our shit. I thought of making a fire today while I was out here, but I wasn't sure of the status of this place because the parking lot's been so snowed in. So I didn't want to get too crazy with it. I'm currently working on the Melt the Ice knit hat. This is my first knitting project ever. It's going pretty well. I actually have no knit purling going on. Every 3 stitches it switches. I don't know how that happened, but I've learned now how to read what stitch I'm doing afterwards, so I feel really good about it. That's really it. Guys, what's up? I've never done a video like this. I'm a little shy, but I don't really care. My thought for this video was just to talk about my thoughts, talk about my feelings, talk about what I'm working on, what I'm aspiring to do, and where I'm at. I just kind of feel like I post on Instagram with my art and I share videos of my art, and you only see a fraction of what's really going on behind the art. And that's just not that fun to me. I feel like knowing all of the things going on in someone's world that leads them to creating something is really powerful, and it's kind of my favorite part of art. So that's kind of the point of this series. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. It's a new moon today. Happy new moon. I don't know what it's in. I have felt so chaotic for the last week. I've been just so anxious, so overwhelmed. And I also feel like I'm going through a pivot with my work, my life, and everything. I guess, where should we start? So I guess in my life, Jeff and I moved back to Michigan after living in the truck camper, and we just miss travel. And it's been so nice to be stable and somewhere with water and all these things. And we had kind of moved back originally to move into a bus. And after being in a house for a while, we were like, that's just not realistic and not what we want to do. Road life, so fun. It's so cool. But also it's incredibly exhausting. And Jeff and I are both very creative people. If we just had our stuff, we would be fine. We could live in a fucking minivan. But if we have our craft supplies too, it's really fucking hard. Jeff is really into motorcycles. That's my partner. And I'm obviously into sewing and all the things that you follow me on here for. So it's really hard to live in a vehicle and do that at the same time. It's so difficult. So I feel like we've been in this pivot where we're we want to move now and we don't know really where or what we're doing. I know an inkling of what I want to do, but not fully. And I also think a little bit of it is I don't want to fully commit to anything because I'm scared of, I don't even know what. What am I scared of? There's nothing to be scared of change, I suppose, of something different, of being uncomfortable. We are very in our comfort space. This is where I blossomed into Dumpster Slayer. This is where I got into art. This is where I went to school. I graduated for college. And I had all these big milestones happen here. It doesn't necessarily align with 24-year-old Madie anymore, which is a really weird feeling to have because I love it here. I think just in a very transitional phase, if you will, with my life, but also with my work. Then I had this total crash out mid-February where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know what I want to do. I've been in this past couple months of working, doing stuff, but not really knowing what I'm working towards. And it's just this hole, this creative hole of I put so much energy into all these creative projects and then I finished them. And it was wait, but what do I want to do next? And so it's been this limbo of, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm working toward. And I've been putting a lot of energy into YouTube because I really like YouTube and I'm following that gut instinct. But financially, it doesn't make sense. I'm still in artist guise. I'm still kind of broke. Don't get ahead of yourself. It just feels stupid to be filming a video of me, like exactly like this, to be filming a video of myself knitting in the forest and talking about my life when I could be doing marketing for a pattern or I could be working on my next pattern. But I think what I'm learning is that creative jobs don't work like that. Like if you're an artist, you can't just produce all the time. Kind of the inspiration for this video was to get out of my head, get out of that icky brain space and be a real person on the internet. I think I really started to get annoyed with social media and sharing on Instagram. I just didn't even want to. And I feel like it's really hard for me to put my all into something when only a fraction of me is involved in it. And I think that's a really interesting thing because, you know, a lot of people say to keep your personality and, or not your personality, I guess, keep your life out of your work, especially when you're doing your work online. And I think there's this weird thing though, because I'm not an online entertainer per se. I'm an artist. I'm a creative. And this and filming kind of functions as like a little documentation and like almost like a movie of what I do. And I personally really enjoy filming. I love the idea of coming up with shots for things. I love editing videos. I love talking. I love sharing my art, and I love the creative process. So YouTube has become something I'm really obsessed with right now as a social media platform, which is great because I was so fucking like, get out of my face, Meta, get out of my face. I can't deal with you. And I was just making filler content, I feel like all the time. And truly, I feel like as an artist, even if I'm primarily doing it online, those social medias for me need to function as marketing and not really the space where I put a lot of energy into because it's draining. It's not very rewarding all the time. And it's just incredibly shallow. Like you don't really ever get to sit down and be you and actually show the human behind your art. And that's kind of what I love social media for. And it's what I gravitate towards in social media content. And so I was like, no wonder I'm not feeling fulfilled by what I'm doing because I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not creating what I want to create. What came to me in my yoga class last night. So I went to a yoga class. It was a yin class. It was fabulous. And she talked about the planets a lot and how Aries are going through all these shifts. I'm an Aries. So I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I get on my yoga mat. I go into child's pose, immediately crying. Clearly I need to be there. I just cried and it felt so good. And then when I was there, you know, you usually set an intention in a class and my intention was show up. And at first when I thought that, I was like, show up. I show up. Like, show up. But it wasn't this deep meaning of, show up, show out and be this great person. It was, no, show up. Show up as you are, show up as you come, and just fucking do the damn thing, however you are, however you feel. Show up. And so making YouTube videos has kind of become this place where I can show up. And I was supposed to film all these sew with me's, whatever. I've been having emotional turmoil. I've been a total wreck and I didn't wanna. And then I was like, bitch, show up. Who cares? Show up as you are, do something that sounds fun, and create. So I wanted to come sit in the forest, feel good, be surrounded by mist and nature and vibes, and hash out what I've been thinking. Showing up on Instagram half-heartedly, it's not gonna cut it anymore. I'm getting pissed at the algorithm. I don't want to do it. I have lack of ideas for fast-paced, engaging content. That's just like, why? I want to be slow. I want to knit. I want to sit. I want to be outside and I want to make art. So I'm going to fucking do that. And if you want to watch it, sick, thanks. If you don't, whatever. Isn't the point of art to make it for me and my expression? in all reality, I just need to be Madie. And this is the start by making this video and just talking to you guys about how I'm fucking sick of Instagram. And I'm sick of fast-paced content. I'm sick of doing half-assed Madie things on the internet so that it's digestible and fun and simple. No, art is not fun, digestible and simple. Sometimes it is, it can be, but also when you only witness the end product of something, you miss so much of the magic. Like, all of the magic in sewing for me is the process and the mistakes and the seam ripping and the failure and the learning. And I get so much joy in seeing other people learn. What I'm working toward right now is making more content like this outside. If you've been around for a while, you know that I used to sew out of a trailer. So I have an entire sewing setup that works on solar power. And I have some ideas of how I'm going to kind of reframe that to fit with a more versatile and portable sewing option. So I can sew outside more and chill in the woods like this. I would really like to make a new pattern for the pants that I made the Joan. Oh, maybe I just spoiled that. I won't say anything further. But I am thinking about my next pattern. I'm taking it slow, I'm taking it gracefully. And until then, I want to focus on YouTube and making Sew With Me videos, doing some more in-depth things. Also, oh my God, this has been so fun. I've been learning a lot of new sewing skills that I was very afraid to try. Zipper flies, zippers, working with other people's patterns. I've been working on a lot of cool patterns lately that I really like. I did the soft armor pattern by Thread and Sprout. That pattern, guys, oh, so fucking cute, so fun. I made the daisy pillow by Dream Giggles. I think their name is Emma. Just very cool to do other people's patterns. And I think when I first started pattern designing and sewing, I really wanted to stay in my own lane. So I wasn't doing other people's patterns. I wasn't really even doing, like, I was very much, I have my own patterns. I'm going to do that. And I had kind of a weird sewing learning curve where, like, I didn't have patterns. I just started making clothes with my clothes and self pattern drafting and seeing what happened. And it kind of led me to making the baggies, kind of led me to, all sorts of things. But now I've kind of been like, I released the gardener's gown. I felt really proud of it, but I felt like I hit a ceiling in my learning capability. So I was like, I need to experiment and learn through experience, and I need to see other people's projects. So I got those two. My next Sew With Me YouTube video is going to be the storybook swing coat by Matchy Match Sewing Club, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to be making a Penny Lane coat. That will probably come out next month. I'm really, really excited about that one. I got all the materials for it. I have real wool. It's just going to be so cute. So that's going to be a great Sew With Me. The sun is gracing us with her presence. Let's take this in. The warmth on my face is pure fucking magic. I just feel like I've been deep in the throes of an artistic change, and it felt really bad for 2 months. It felt really bad, honestly. I'm just now, I feel like, coming out of this cave of confusion. The winter here is so deep, it's so intense. And I feel like winter for everyone pushes us all very inward and very introspective. It's like dreaming time for me. I dream about what I want to do. I wish for all these things, and I really hone in on my goals. And I slow down enough to notice them and pay attention to them. And I think spring is actually coming now. Like, the things are melting, it's warming here, the fog is coming. That means that the weather is changing. It's just very real now. And I think feeling that warmth on my skin and feeling the change of weather is making me realize, it's time for everything to come into fruition. And that is so exciting. And I feel my little self blossoming, the self I've worked on all winter, which, even if you feel like you're not working on anything all winter, you secretly are, you subconsciously are, and things just start to blossom come spring and summer. And it's the best feeling ever. And I am just so excited to be here and feeling it. And I'm so excited to not know what's happening next. And I feel like I'm very much in my personal life and in my creative life on the brink of a lot of newness. Something's changing in me right now and I don't know what's happening, and it's really fun and it feels really good. And I'm just really happy to be here and for you to witness it. And for me to witness changing how I show up on here, I just like this YouTube community. I like this fun. It gives me the same feeling that my newsletter gives me. My newsletter, if you're not on there, once a month I send a Substack out where I talk about what I'm working on, earth creative connections, things I'm doing outside, all the good juicy stuff. And I get so much joy out of going to write my newsletter because it feels like I get to be me. I get to share things other than sewing. And all of that affects my sewing. It's my creative process. It's how I learn. It's all of me. And how can I be an artist online without sharing all of me? I feel like showing up on YouTube has been really fun for me. I've only made 2 videos, but I already know that this is what I want to be working on. So expect to see more from me on here. It makes me happier. It makes me more excited. And it also makes me feel like you're really seeing my art. I feel like just showing you an end product of something, everyone has an end product. You can see the end product and you can get nothing out of it, but seeing the learning, seeing the vision come to life, seeing the thoughts and the feelings that maybe inspired it, maybe come up from it, it's all so integrated. And I think social media has simplified art in this weird way where it's like, it's just a shallow, you create, you produce, you share it online, you create, produce, you share it online. That's so simple. And it's not like that. Art is so cyclical. It's such a wave of, I'm feeling this, I'm thinking this, I have a vision for this. How's it going to come out? I don't know. I'm anxious about it. Just create it. Okay, I created it. Oh my God, this is fun. I'm learning. Oh, I failed at that thing. And I'm changing it and whatever. And then I have an end product and it's this delicious thing. And I'm just chasing that moment of creating again and a vision again. And that is the art I want to create. That is the shit I want to be doing in a world like we are in right now that fucking blows a lot of the time. Oh my God. I don't even want to bring it up, but we need art. We need people to create. And I want you guys to know that it's safe for you. If you're an aspiring artist, if you are an artist, if you're posting online, whatever you're doing, you can make it however you fucking want it. You can do whatever you want and just share the process. Share the vision. That is the art. The art is the process of it. It's not just the end product of it. Oh, God, that feels good to get out off my chest. If you guys have a name idea, comment it below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. If you're feeling this creative shift, talk to me. Comment it below. Let me know. I want to connect. Like, that's the whole fucking point of this. And I think there's this weird fear of people, but I'm literally just a person. Don't forget it. I'm going to try and do one of these every single month. I will be able to bring my sewing machine out. I was kind of waiting for the snow to melt. Hopefully all the snow will be melted by May and I can film with my sewing machine out here. So today we needed a portable knitting. Next time, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can bring out the sewing machine because I'm fucking amped. So thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for talking. I didn't really get that much done on my knitting, honestly. I got really deep in the talking for a moment there, but that's okay. I will see you guys in the future. Stay tuned for my Penny Lane coat sew with me and my next sit and sew. Oh, maybe I'll call it that, sit and sew. I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to think about it a lot. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for being here and thanks for coming on this adventure. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.